Hey, hey, holy crap. Those cards just flew right out as I started shuffling. Let's go ahead and get started with reading. I've got the tea leaf cards out. We got clouds, temporary problems. We've got the owl, good advice from a wise person. So if you're going through some issues right now, make sure that you reach out to someone. You know, it could be a counselor, a therapist. It could be I mean, this could be like maybe you're dealing something so mundane. It could be like, okay, your computer, right? Your computer's going down, you don't know what to do, or like your plumbing's out and you just need advice, whatever. It's like temporary problems, but you're going to get good advice on how to fix a certain situation. We'll keep going just to see, but sometimes we can take these messages a little bit more mundane. It doesn't have to be like this big old, spiritual show or whatever. It's just in the energies that sometimes we go through some temporary problems, and we get some advice and we can fix it, So make sure you reach out and ask for advice. I'm getting like the Three of Pentacles, like somebody has some type of advice that can actually help you. What else do we have here, Spirit? We have the 10. Yep, look at that. We have temporary problems and temporary situation. This is all temporary, okay? What's the next card out? We got a couple of cards. So we got the mice, discord amongst friends and family. All right, for some of you, that's what you're dealing with. Time to act with the lion. This card wanted to jump out. Family wishes come true. So yeah, for some of you, you're definitely, dealing with some temporary issues when it comes to family. Listen, we all have family quarrels, family squabbles, those types of things. But, maybe for some of you, I'm looking at the way that this lion is looking at the mice. All right. And he looks like he's looking at the mice like, I'm going to fucking eat you if you keep this up. It's time to act. Like, stop acting like an ass is what I'm getting. But family wishes come true. So, if you want to get somebody help or you're trying to help somebody or whatever, that time to act is now. And I feel like also somebody is acting up in the family. Somebody could definitely be acting up. What do we got? Dog barking, advice from a friend. So now you got a good advice from a wise person and advice from a friend. So maybe you're asking advice from a couple of different people and maybe your friends are like validating the advice that you'd already gotten, okay, about what you need to do in this situation. We have the dog. So now we have a dog barking and the dog, protection from a powerful friend. And we have the staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. So bottom of the deck, what do we got here? We've got the chain of events that will affect your life. I don't get that card very often. I think I've had this deck for years and I've only gotten that card now twice in the entire time I've had it. So there's a major chain of events that are happening right now. You're going to know when it's time for you to act. Some of you, this is a family member that is acting out and maybe you need to get some advice, from someone on how to respond to this situation, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like whoever this is, you have a lot of friends and support groups and, people who are just very supportive of you that are going to help you. And I feel like their advice is validated. Like they're giving you wise advice, especially with the owl. This is about wise advice. I don't know. I just got Winnie the Pooh for some reason too. I don't know if that means something to you guys, but Winnie the Pooh. Pay attention. Some of you, if you have mice in your house. Oh, wow. Owls eat mice. I know that owls hunt at night for the mice to eat. Okay. Clouds is also about confusion. Like for some of you, you're like, how did it get this far? Like, how did it get to this point? But just know that whatever is happening right now, it's only temporary. You're going to receive a well of advice. Like it's almost like you're going to receive so much different advice. It's insane, but it's up to you whether or not you're going to take that advice. And I see someone here who is taking the advice that they're being given. But you're going to have to act on it. You can't just get the advice and do nothing, right? What do we have here? Older woman. Yeah. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. Maybe you're getting advice from this older woman. Okay. Or maybe they're not older. They're just more mature. What else do we have? Or it could be your grandma. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. So there could be also a man involved, or maybe this man is getting advice from this older woman. Could be, an adult male who is talking to his grandma. Does not have to be. That's not going to be for everyone. Or maybe you're getting advice from this older woman and this man, because there is multiple people giving you advice. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Funny enough, that's repeating off the well where it says family wishes come true. So if you take the advice that is being given to you, you're going to be taken care of. And I feel like your wishes will come true. It's like a chain of events that had to happen in order for you to get to the place that you're getting at now. Okay. What else do we have? Bird flying. So you're going to receive some type of news. And then we have the valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And we have the star, which is guaranteed success. So we have all these repeating, temporary problems, temporary situations, good advice from a wise person, advice from a friend, deep personal strength and peace that assures success, guaranteed success. So it's like, no matter what, you're protected in whatever is going on. I just feel like, and then it talks about family wishes coming true and a wish is granted. So the cards are being like, I said what I said. So whatever is going on right now, whatever chain of events that it had to happen to get you to the success that you have always dreamed of, that you deserve, okay? Might not feel good in the process, but we've got Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. So you're going to get ahead. It just might feel like things are not really moving very quickly right now. But again, we're between a new moon in Virgo, and then we have a new moon eclipse, solar eclipse in Virgo, at the end of Virgo season. So we had it on the first day of Virgo season. It's very rare that we have two new moons in the same sign, but we do. So there's a reason for this. So we are in eclipse season, so it might not feel like things are really moving, but that's because everything's building to this point. That's the chain of events. So whatever seems like it's falling apart is actually coming together, okay? But again, the clouds can be very confusing. Mice, you think about mice and they're destructive and they're nasty. And, so somebody could be being nasty. But again, this owl is here and this owl is going to take care of those mice. And whatever mice those owls don't take care of, this lion is looking back. So it's funny how I'm looking at it. It looks like the owl is, again, perched up looking at the mice. And you think about owls eat mice and cats also eat mice. And this is how I'm seeing it on the board. So, no matter what, these mice, whatever niggling, gnawing at you, because that's what mice do. They gnaw at things. They chop. It's all going to get taken care of. Okay. For some of you, you do have a mice infestation, and the reason for that mice infestation, if you look up the spiritual meaning of the mice, that's what's going on. So you might want to go do that. Go Google, the mice. But the lion represents Leo, right? And so this is about strength and courage. And we just had Venus go into Leo. So it's going to cause some like chaotic relationship shit. It can be with your kids because Leo also rules the children. It also rules creativity. So this could be something of a creative nature. But regardless, because it is talking about family, discard amongst friends and family wishes coming true, it's just, you're just getting advice from somebody who's going to help you with a certain situation that's actually going to play out better in the end. Okay. What else do we have here? December, the month of December. This person could be born in December, or December could be relevant. The problems might be resolved in December, okay, because that's what the ink pot is talking about. So there is, and it does, look at that. Again, we're repeating cards. Temporary problems to be resolved. December could be Sagittarius and Capricorn, all right? So it doesn't necessarily mean in the month of September. Maybe the person that we're dealing with is a Sagittarius or a Capricorn, or you are. Maybe you are, all right? What else do we have for this situation? Spirit, what else do we have? Oh, that one just flew out. What do we got? Fire, strong emotion, passionate, love, or hate. Okay, I would take it more towards passion, love, not hate. But there are some issues that are going on here, and maybe you just hate being in the center of all this. Maybe you just hate the fucking family drama. You're just sick and fucking tired of all of it. And you're just like, oh my God, I can't. I don't want to do this anymore. And I feel like, with Virgo, this is about shaking up your routines. This is about purifying your life. This is about purifying your mind, your body, your spirit, your friends list, going on, taking care of all the details. Do you have a bunch of phone numbers in your phone that maybe you don't need? Maybe it's time for you to block some people out of your life. Because it's like, whatever's going on here, you don't need to be like, you can't find peace in the fire, right? You can't find peace standing in the middle of the fucking fire. That's going to burn. All right. And then we have the grasshopper, situations in balance that require careful handling. I just heard you are wise, grasshopper. Okay, so we do have, the cards of wisdom and advice. And so, yeah, I'm definitely getting that. Moon changes in your life. We are talking about these moon cycles. So moons do represent cycles. We do have a full moon eclipse coming up. Broken bridge. Yeah, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. For some of you, people are burning bridges right now. All right. People are burning bridges. They're saying, you know what? You can't recross this bridge. All right. And what is done is done. Enough is enough. And maybe that's the advice they're getting, is that they need to walk away. You need to balance out your own life, and maybe that's what this is. And unless somebody else is willing to take action and do something for themselves, you're not going to get, what you're looking for. Other people have to take responsibility. What do we have here? Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift, okay? Sometimes that gift is advice, right? What else do we have here? We have 3 cards. We've got the firecracker, which, yeah, you might have a firecracker. This is excitement. For some of you, whatever is going on, the advice that you're getting, it's like there's a chain of events that is trying to get you to, happiness and bliss and excitement, and it can't come without, some of the chaos that comes along with it. Successful outcome to your problems. Look at that. We got the key. So whatever is going on right now, there is going to be a successful outcome. Again, we got that word success. And wishes coming true again, and bag something important, such as a new job or a raise. So, for some of you, you're getting the keys to a new business. Some of you, it's like all of this had to happen. It's funny because, we think about the chain, and usually there's a lock on the chain, and now you have the key to unlock that chain. So whatever this chain of events was to get you to the key. So something important, and maybe the key is this new job. It was to get you to the new career. If this is, sometimes it's like we get so focused in one area of our life, but we're not focusing on all the other areas of life that are blocking us from being able to see all these new things. So a lot of people, you're cycling back through like drama and bullshit, and eventually you got to go, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I choose me. And when the universe sees that you choose you, you're no longer being blocked because all your attention's over here, that it can't get you to the diamond. It's like, oh, you're over here searching through rocks, and there's a diamond in your midst that you're missing. So, and we have the wishbone here. So there's definitely wishes being granted. I feel like this is like the grand fireworks show. Okay. There's a fireworks show, and this is like the grand faux pas of I don't know if that's how you say it, of the fireworks show. So it's like bam, 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 bam. And then all of a sudden it's like, everything that is on display after that. So I'm definitely getting that. Your wishes are being granted, guaranteed success. The star is about hope and optimism. You've been through a lot. Let other people do their part. You just need to take a step back and refocus your energy and your routines and doing what's right. The mice, whatever is niggling at you. And look, we've got the dogs, we got the lion, we got the owl, we got the mice. We even had the turtle here. So you might want to look up, if you keep seeing those, You might want to look. Also, okay, this is random, but I see a bridge being burned down. Somebody, okay, I know that this is a side note, but there might be a bridge that is wiped out. There could be an explosion. I don't want to fearmonger, but I'm definitely getting that you might hear, and it'll be on the news. But there's going to be some type of an explosion. I'm definitely getting that. I'm also seeing somebody here going to a circus. Pay attention to your dogs. Pay attention to your animals, your cats, your dogs. Pay attention. Like, Virgo does rule animals. Okay, I just got that you might find a dead mouse. Maybe your cat brings in a mouse. Doesn't necessarily have to be dead. Maybe it like brings in a mouse and it befriends it. Some cats do that. Okay, I got somebody here is being chased by a dog. Be mindful of the dogs. Also, just pay attention to the dogs barking. I think you're gonna hear dogs barking, and you may get a phone call or something that's gonna help you with some piece of advice. I'm gonna leave that there, subject to interpretation. You know, I'm picking up on all kinds of messages. If you're interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how this reading resonates with you. Just know that this is a chain of events that is going to affect your life, and this is what needs to be done. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, is what I'm seeing. And sometimes you need to take the advice of all the people around you. Know that you have a support system, and know that you're being protected, and just keep moving, because there are some really awesome nuggets that are coming. You just can't see them yet. Anyway, love you. Take care.